Welcome back to my book channel. My name is Lauren, the Lady Lauren Explorer, and we are going to continue the series of me organizing my TBR bookshelf. Last time I did a video for showing off all of my romances, and then the other video is of me reorganizing it by what I need to read just in the front versus like what's going to be read at some point in time in the back. And so hopefully as the months go on, you'll see these changing and bringing up to the front the books in the back, but also adding more books to it. So now we're going to do my second shelf, which is all of, I think, my standalones or books I don't have the complete series for, because I believe that all of these are standalones, are technically standalones. You know what I mean? Like, so there's some of them that like are part of a series but can be read as a standalone because like it's a different couple each time. And the others, I think both these two shelves are my standalones. But I'm only gonna do this one shelf because it's a lot. I have some in the back because I double up. And then we go to my second shelf, which I believe is my standalones that also have other books in the series. Then my third shelf and fourth shelf are the, well, fourth and fifth shelves, I should say, are the ones that I have at least almost all of the complete series. I'm just like missing one from the series. But yeah, let's begin. And sorry if you see like in the background, I still have like boxes. So let me show you all of my books I have for my second shelf, and then in my next video I will then reorganize it with you. Sorry if it's like kind of dark. I was going to open that window, but then like the brightness would have like washed me out, and like I'm already kind of like, I don't need to be lighter. Okay, so oh, I could have put this one right here. Oh, I still can, but this is my Pretty Little Words, owned by Mountain Man, the Mountain Man series by Gemma Weir. Got it, see? Yeah, I have been waiting for this book for a year and a half, and finally I emailed them, and they're like, oh, we're sorry that like your order like fell through the cracks. We're gonna send it to you, and I finally got it. It's almost to the point where I don't want to read this, but again, I'm going to. It's just like my hype for it is down. So I believe this is the regular edition of One Puffed Up Pack by Sarah Blue. I think this is the regular edition. This is a Omegaverse, a Hockey Omegaverse, white shoes. You know what I'm trying to say. Regular edition of Save Me by Ashley Rosquet. This is book 1 of the series. I believe I have the Baddies edition of this, so I'm just going to probably take this off the shelf and put it on my store for like $3. Butcher in Blackbright by Bryn Weir, a serial killer romance, regular edition. Brutal Conquest by Liz Vincent. This is the, I believe, cover to cover special edition. Cover to cover special edition Mafia romance. This is cover to cover special edition of Rufus King by Megan March. I believe maybe this is a Mafia romance. Don't know. Regular edition of Satan's Affair by H.D. Carlton. I believe this is a prequel of some kind. I believe for Hunting Adeline. You Said I Was Yours by Monica Murphy. This is part of the Lancaster Prep series. This is the fifth? Yeah. Of the series. I've read Things I Wanted to Say, A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime. I was trying to read I'll Always Be Yours. Then I got this because I like the premise of this. Then I'll Be in Your Heart, which I think is like the last of the series, like the latest one. I have it on my desktop right now. But this is the regular edition. The Dark Heart Romance Special Edition of Blurred Red Lines by Cora Kimbram. I believe it's like a war romance because it's something about a prisoner of war. I have no idea. But the Kara Cartel, so it's Mafia. Yeah. Dark and Disturbed edition of Priceless by Miranda Silver. I believe this is the Eternal Embers special edition of Cinnamon by Tegan Hunter. Yeah, Eternal Embers it is. I believe I've read the first book in the series, and I think I gave it like a meh. But this was a part of the collab with someone, and most of it was like sports romance. I have no idea. But yeah, I believe it was sports romance, or it was like all hockey romances. But I'm gonna give it a try. It is short too, so. Blackout Romance, which is the sister company of Dark and Disturbed. This is their Blackout with the Not Safe for Work, mostly covers, and great Not Safe for Work art inside. But this is Fragmented Illusions by Mary Ann. I believe this is a wide shoes. So, yes. Romance Era Special Edition of Lights Out by Navasa Allen. I believe this is a stalker romance. Cover to cover edition of Tramp by Mary Elizabeth. Cover to cover edition of Takes Two by Heather Organ. This is a second chance romance, I know that. The Hunt in Elzen by M.L. Philpitt. I believe this is a retelling series because it says Fractured Ever Afters, so maybe it's a dark retelling. Celestial Book Crates Special Edition of The Game You Play by L.A. Cotton. The Black edition of Madness Behind the Mask by Miranda Grant. This is the absolute pitch black edition. There is one that's like actually like has an ATA, and this one is just not. But this is the regular edition. Spiced book edition of Delightful Sins by Lola King. I have no idea what this is. The Bright Side Candles Subbox edition of Owned by the Lost Boys by AJ Merlin, which is a wide shoes. I think this is also a gamer. Hello Lovely special edition of Manfreds and Minotaurs by Ashley Bennett. Eternal's Embers special edition of Breakaway by Grace Riley. Spiced special edition of Vicious Games by Steph Macta. And these two are from Chantel Tesser from her the Secret Society series, The Sinner and The Sacrifice. I Need the Madness. Battle special edition of Megan Brandy's Badly Behaved. This is before they had started doing the sprayed edges. These next three are from Brightside Candles. I believe this is a part of the Stalker trope. We have Skin of a Sinner by Ivana St. Graves. Honeysuckles by January Rain. And The Pucking Wrong Guy by C.R. Jane. And this is what the sprint edges look like, which I love. This is also The Pucking Wrong Date by C.R. Jane. This is the author special edition of it. Baddie special edition of The Fear the Reaper by Jessa Halliwell. Baddie special edition of Binding Rose by Ivy Fox. Baddie special edition of Break Girl by Rachel Jonas and Nikki Thorne. Baddie special edition of Phantom by Greer Rivers. Cover to cover special edition of Command Me by Giovanni Lee. Cover to cover special edition of Unravel Me by Becca Mack. Dark and Quirky special edition of Fake Empire by C.W. Ransworth. Author special edition of F It Up by Emma Darcy and Suck It Up, part of the Secret Society college romance that she has. And then to go along with that, we have the Brightside special edition sub-box of Suck It Up. Lovely. Baddie special edition of Dirty Headlines by L.J. Shin. Yeah. Dark and Quirky special edition of 3 Count by Nikki Castle. Cover to cover special edition of two Fights by Nikki Castle. First Down by Grace Riley. This is cover to cover special edition. Oh, look at that. Love that. And last but not least is Greed by Eva Charles. This is the Baddie special edition. Alright, that is it. We have a clean slate to reorganize, and I will see you in my reorganizing video. Bye!